Welcome back to Smithy's Technic adventure. We've got a quite a relaxed episode lined up. Just gonna do some fishing. I got another Lewis. Hello, Lewis. Missed you. Put you here. I caught another cat. I called him O.J. Simpson Jr. Not for any particular reason. Just kind of, he reminds me of him. It just kind of. He's probably going to end up killing his wife, so that's probably where it came from. He's good company to shit stain, and there's a whole load of wee babby ones running around. It's so cute. We'll get some fish. I've kind of become like, look at them all. They're running. Oh, it's so cute. It's probably one of those wild cats I tried to feed fish and got them horny, and then they're running around breeding. But I just we're just gonna go with a bit of fishing. That's not working very well, so we're gonna try and cast it again. There's another cat over there. No, we need to keep a Lewis. Lewis misses us. It wouldn't be fair on Lewis to do that to him. Today's episode is a bit more relaxed. We're going to tell a story. We're going to continue our story of Wangers' big adventure in China, where me and Jeff had just sold our wheat, and we'd saved up enough yang. What are they using? That was definitely a catch. What are they using in China? Yeah, no. It's yen in Japan. There's a bear taking a bath. What is it again? Let's look that up. I must look that up. I don't have a clue what it's called, but for now we're just gonna call it the Ren Mimby. The Ren Mibby. Yeah, the Ren Mibby. Oh, got a fish. Or a Lewis, I should say. To be academically correct. It is what it's. Is that bobbin? Oh, that was bobbin. Damn it. Better toll that wheat farm again. This is the most relaxed episode. I think we're just gonna relax. So, Jeff had just sold the rest of his wheat, and ironic, I suppose, or not ironic, but coincidence. Don't know what word for it is. I don't know what word for it is at all. We're gonna need a hoe. Do I have a hoe? I have an iron hoe. Got an iron hoe. You know what it is? I think it's animals stomping all over this stuff. That's what I think it is. Or maybe me. In the middle. I'm trying to jump out. Yeah, just literally jump on that. I jump on that. Lewis is my wheat harvest collector. Lewis was with us, and he helped collect a lot of the wheat and helped us sell it on. Good salesman as well. I'm just useless, but Jeff and Lewis, they were good. They excellent linguists. That's for sure. Excellent. I might actually have this here. We're just blank so that I can walk over it. I'm gonna try and tempt this bear with some wheat, and I realise I'm getting off topic, and I realise I do that a lot. I apologise. Here. Oh, he likes it. Can I get it? Can I trick him with the wheat? Oh, come here. Come here. Wheat. Oh, he's just gonna try and find another bear. Get freaky with. Ooh, he's looking at me a bit weirdly. I don't like this at all. We just earned our 5 slaves worth of money, which was equivalent to 16 Ren Mibby. I think these cats are growing up. Oh, they're so cute. No, we can't have any more cats. Better visit the graves, actually. Sorry, guys. We had some good stories, good times. Oh! No, I better leave them alone. For their own good. I better leave them alone. We had just got the 16 Ren Mibby needed to purchase a slave. To purchase 5 slaves. To get into Wangers' big performance. We had no idea what kind of performer Wangers was. He was some kind of actor. We didn't even know he was in plays, actually. That was a big surprise as well. So when we found out he was in plays, that was good. He's not gone into prostitution, which is always good. Shitstain, you could probably come with us today. Got 2 cats now, so don't have to worry about one of these dying. Although I do like Shitstain over. I prefer Shitstain too. That's a bear climbing a tree. It's a bear climbing a tree. I do prefer shit stain to O.J. Simpson 2. 2? Junior? I'm gonna call it 2 actually. So it's got a better ring to it. Has this been working? I've put some vines on here, I'm just hoping they grow. Gotta be cool if you could use grappling hook in this game. Zoom up to the top of a tree like Batman. Because Batman's known notoriously for his tree climbing expeditions. He'd always shoot out a spidey web and sling from tree to tree. Like a good bat would, you know. Well, we're getting a bit off topic here, as usual. God, it's windy up here. Did we bring any wood shit stain? Did we come up all the way up here and then forget the wood? Yes. You said no, but I know you're lying. We did. Gotta go back to get some wood. I'll take that tree there. That'll be my victim. Once we bought the cheapest tickets available with the money we had. I mean, you can't really blame us for not being able to afford. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. It's this damn bird. And this boar. This damn boar. Oh no, this damn trees make it so tricky to get things. Me and Shitstain were good hunters. Especially Shitstain. So that bear is really turned on. We better get away from it. Is this my tree? No, it's not my tree. This is my tree. I only got 12 wood though. I might cut down this bad boy. We got the cheapest tickets available, which were just basically in a massive mosh pit where you just kind of jump in. There's just a platform, there's a diving platform. Many people die every single time there's a concert or a venue or anything in China, which isn't very often, so that's why the population is so high. But for this time there was a play, and the mosh pit was absolutely packed. Chinese people everywhere. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, there must have been at least 6 million people attending that one theatre that was built to accommodate about 1,600 people. So that's not good math, and the Chinese are very good at math. So I don't know how they work that one out, but Shitstain, are you going to be able to bother while we're here? Alright, I can tell you're going to sit on the leaves. Sit here in the sidelines. Sit here. You stuck your head in the... Close to death you are. We sat on the sidelines, and I'm going to turn down the sound again, because it's very windy up here. And that's not good storytelling environment at all. Well, I suppose it depends atmospherically, you know, if I ever want to tell a horror story or some kind of story about a cold, windy night where the skin, very bones chilled to the air around you, even inside by the fire, just a foot away from the fire, your skin began to turn blue and chilled again. You could hear the wind howling outside. That's very cliche, isn't it? Howling outside. Why is it never mooing? I want the wind that moves. The wind moved ferociously. That's my kind of wind. The mooing wind. This tree is definitely, this is a good one. This is a good spy platform. We'll have like a Lord of the Rings thing kind of set up where, you know, this is one watchtower, and if this is set on fire, the people over there will light that their one on fire, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna have to leave an access point. I forgot about that. But we were in the mosh pit, and the wind was moving outside quite loudly, and the Chinese people were getting anxious, and they were calling, Ashwanger, 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 Ashwanger. They really wanted to see Ashwanger. Come on. Ashwanger? No, Ash. Oh, I keep turning here. I don't know why. That's not correct to the story at all. They were Chinese, yeah. Got to be stereotypical racist Chinese. They were calling for Ashwanger. Ashwanger, Ashwanger, Ashwanger. That's all they wanted. Wait a minute, these aren't the right leaves. They're the right leaves. Ashwanger came out on stage, and I knew my ass. I knew my ass from a mile away. Those big, hairy, red cheeks. You know, they just spot them a mile away. To be honest with you, you could spot them a mile away. And I did actually, because the mosh pit is actually probably roughly 1,000 yards from the stage. So you know, I probably just spot it a mile away. So that shows how much I miss my ass and how much I was longing to get my ass back. I shouted out to my ass, which I now associated with Asswanger, so I just called him Asswanger. Asswanger! It's me! Your body! Jeff started tumble carting all over the place by the Chinese militia that had formed from our disturbance. The Chinese don't like having their place disturbed, and rightly so, because that's annoying. And what was I thinking? That was very unfair. And how did I get up here without any vents? Jeff cartwheeling all about the place, beating crap into all the Chinese guards. They were flying at him, he was doing cartwheels left, right and centre. He was really enjoying himself. He hadn't had a good fight since 1960s, 1968 I think it was. So he was really enjoying himself, which is good. Oh, my legs. Well, I shouldn't really complain whenever Jeff doesn't even... Come on, let's go. Jeff doesn't even have any... Well, actually, he doesn't have them in the right places. Let's just say he doesn't have them in the right places at all. The mosh pit broke out, and a whole lot of Chinese guards were running around. And I've forgotten the Chinese voice already. What is it again? Chinese voice. Get him quickly. They are trying to steal. No, that's gone. That's gone. They shouted out anyway that we were trying to steal the national pride of China, which was the asswanger. I mean, an Irish ass somehow floated its way to China and became the national pastime, the favourite national pastime. I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and we had to deal with it then and there. Running out, we really didn't know what to do. And I mean, Jeff usually, the bright ideas man, he was stunned, he didn't know what to do, he was a bit of shock. There's O.J. Simpson too. Hello. Shit stain and O.J. Simpson too. My two cats. Jeff is actually... Jeff, why not? No, I better not say. But we're going to have to do something about Jeff. We're going to have to find Jeff. Oh, this is wood. We left the show immediately in due haste. I always want to say that, due haste. That's good. In due haste, fearing for our lives, quite frankly, because 13 million Chinese people were now chasing after my ass, and he's not a good runner. He squeaks quite loudly and releases a lot of flatulence, to be perfectly frank. And he doesn't make for a good running partner. He can't really, he's just not made for running. He did sometimes he rolled, that was quite handy, or he used the flatulence as a push forward, which worked some of the time. But we had met a friendly local Chinese man who hated Asswanger, hated his performances, and just wanted more than anything to get him out of the country. So that worked well to our advantage. And he owned a cheese factory that he actually sold the cheese to the Russians, the frog cheese. So he was quite willing to help us. We need more chests, do we? Need more chests. Oh yeah, that's right. We went to Mexico for Jeff. Stupid, he didn't to find his ass. I mean, we were never going to find it. Wasn't a chance. Got some string. The local businessman called Guang Chung Bong Long Frong Tong Wang Blong Flong Tong Wang Blong Tuang Blong Tong was a local yacht fisherman as well as a Chinese frog cheese factory owner. So we stumbled upon good company anyway. Good company in the sense that he was worth a lot. He was really willing to help us get rid of Asswanger. Oh, that's just awful. Look at how much dirt he took. I'm not really sure where this story is going. I had a plan, but it's like, oh no, crap. Well, any process that was done is now gone because of that. God damn it. Stupid damn creeper. Oh yeah, so we had met the Chinese factory frog owner, blah 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 blah. Very willing to help us get Asswanger out of the country. Hated his performances, said they were very flat and stale, and that they didn't have the kind of character and the kind of Chinese humour that he so much longed for. So that's everyone's entitled to their opinion, So we were happy enough to to let him help us get him out of the country. He could have just killed him there, because I mean there is absolutely no law against killing an ass. You know, you literally can just murder an ass and nobody's going to say anything. Just so Asswanger was quite, you know, he told us maybe not to trust him, but we said, well, it's our only hope out of the country. You know, we got here on a plane, and I don't even know how we afforded that, to be honest with you. And is it a wolf? Wolf's ears. Oh, it is a wolf. So we had to take what we could get, which was the yacht out of the country. He didn't take us very far though. We were in the capital of China, which is Wangli. It was Beijing, but now it's Wangli. And we were taken all the way to Hong Kong, which isn't very good. I don't know if Hong Kong is a separate country or what's going on there. I know it was owned by the English at one point, but I don't know what it is now. I don't know if we were still in China, but he said, here you go. And it turns out that in Hong Kong there is a cult that is obsessed with turning my Asswanger, the big national Chinese superstar, into a cushion. They have a tribe set up, and what they want to do is basically, for years and years, they've been hunting down all these rare animals, rare creatures, and they've been turning them into cushions, and they've been turning into it's actually a 3-piece suite. They've been turning all these rare animals, all extinct now. They wait, there's only one left, and they take its clothes, or its fur, and they use that. It makes it the most valuable, and it's very good way of gathering rare furs. And they specialise in this. So they had most things done. They had the sofa done, they had one chair done, and they had just one chair to go. Okay, well that's us done there, I suppose. They had one chair to go, and they needed something. They just needed something perfect. They couldn't figure out what to use until they'd heard about Asswanger. And Asswanger was the perfect size, circumference, measurement, comfort, everything for the middle cushion of the single chair of the 3-piece suite. I don't know how to pronounce it, but damn it. We got some sand finally. Next to a desert, and we finally got some sand. So they've been after him for years. I hadn't just lost my ass, and then Jeff suddenly said, "Oh, let's go get it." No, my ass was in China for 13 years, and luckily enough, in that time, he did learn. In his 13 long years in China, he learned, of course, being there and being a national superstar of China, he learned some very basic Mandarin in the full 13 years. I mean, what do you expect? An ass literally has no brain, no vocal cords, no ability to speak, nothing. Oh, no, I'm killing you before you turn into a human again. No, you. Oh, damn it! Stop it! Sticks. Terrible. So in his 13 long years there, he had learned how to speak partial Mandarin Chinese, and the fisherman had told us. Well, the fisherman said, I don't know what the hell he was talking about, but Asswanger's translations were, "You cannot leave country unless you eat country leave with spatula. Eat my ash with spatula." So we weren't too sure how accurate that description was, but I mean, Asswanger hadn't failed us yet in any of his translations. This being the first one, he hadn't failed any before that, so we had no real choice but to trust him with what he was saying. We were left off in a Hong Kong harbour with no money, no whereabouts, an ass that didn't speak Mandarin very well at all, and mixed up most of the common Chinese words for ass and spatula. I don't know. I always loved spatulas. It's good, very good ass scratch. That's probably why, you know. It's a very good ass scratcher, and that's probably why he likes it so much. But it mixes up the word a lot. So we were in Hong Kong. I was with an ass that couldn't speak Mandarin, that though has been living in China for 13 years, and a mutated sea bass called Jeff that had just awful injuries and horrible ligament damage, and the limbs just weren't working for him at all. So I was with a mutant and an ass, and I just couldn't. I didn't know what the hell to do. I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going with it, or how we were going to get out of China if we weren't already out. I didn't know where the hell. I didn't know whether Hong Kong. I'm not an expert of political situations of the Asian countries, especially the Asian countries. If you could ask me another nation, I'd probably give a fair guess, but just Asian countries, I really don't have a clue, I'm afraid. But apart from that, everything was going well, and we had to find a way out. We were going to cross the channel and swim to Thailand, although not having a clue where the hell Thailand was on the map. We guessed for the Philippines, and we worked actually for the next 6 months in a toothpaste factory in China, in Hong Kong, sorry. Never ever use Hong Kong toothpaste. It is literally made from snake testicles. It does no. It's very hard. It's a very hard instrument. It's a very hard material to procure and to obtain. Yet, and has no benefits for brushing of the teeth. It usually makes them coarse and quite brittle. And this tree grew. Yay! That's great. That's great. Very brittle. Has no effects. Has no positive effects for teeth. So, you know, I didn't really understand. So definitely do not use that. Well, that's what we were doing. Basically, Aswanger's job was to actually, you know the way whenever you squeeze a toothpaste tube and it comes out, it's in a string. It's in a straight string, much like when poo comes out of an ass. Well, that was Aswanger's job. All of the toothpaste was just a big block of toothpaste, like a literal cubic meter block of toothpaste, which is filtered through Aswanger's ass hole, and it turned it into the string. That string was then packaged into the toothpaste tubes. So if you ever want to know, that's how they do it. Like if you were ever wondering, that is how they actually do it, which is pretty interesting. So we learned a lot. Jeff's job was to stir the toothpaste. I mean, literally, he didn't have any specific job requirement. He didn't know what he was doing. They literally just threw him in a bowl of toothpaste, rock hard toothpaste, and he didn't like it. He really resented it. He hated it, and he really did not enjoy it at all. And he struggled. He struggled quite a lot. But in that struggling, he managed to mix it. I mean, he's got about 17 limbs, for Christ's sake. If he's having a seizure, you know, it's gonna mix toothpaste pretty well. So that was his job. My job was a staff manager. I had to make sure that the staff force was motivated, and I was given a checklist of things to do during the day. Number 1, wake up, and then stereotype the Chinese workforce. I had to give them. They had all received plastic surgery. I had to do a person-by-person check to make sure they all looked near identical, and if they did not, to give them some plastic surgery. If they did, yeah. So the next thing on the list after that was to. I'll just get rid of these shovels. Probably gone, but next time we go back, and there's fur, some grass, cactus might be some use. I need to mix more chests. Second thing on the checklist was to have a bowl of fruit and fibre. The Chinese say that all director managers of the toothpaste factories in Hong Kong, keep saying China, must have at least 14 to 15 grams of fruit and fibre in every meal. And not normal fruit and fibre. It's like, oh man, I wish I had some wheat right about now. It's more like just, you know, that stringy bran flakes you get. It's like that. Not bran flakes, because that's not a flake. Like bran strings, and then you just kind of cut the bran in half, and then put it in a mixing bowl with some vomit fruit from the Australian outback, and you know, you mix it together, and you're not even done then. You need to. There's the mating area. It's still prominent. After that, you mix in some almost dried cement, and then about that. So that makes up about 2 grams. sorry, kilograms, 16 kilograms of fruit and fibre every day. So that makes about 2 kilograms. Okay, that's a lot of weight, you know. The other 14 is made up from decomposing Chinese dead people, basically, because the population crisis is really hitting critical. So their solution and their hunger problems are quite severe. So their solution was to basically eat the population down until it no longer was a problem. Some called it drastic, but it worked quite well. It worked quite well. A lot of the workforce was very shaky, because if you eat too much human meat, you become very, very, very shaky. Your arms, your limbs. Just, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Never eaten human meat, so I wouldn't know. But so that it's not ideal for a toothpaste factory, where the thin tubes of toothpaste has to be almost perfectly put into the toothpaste. So that was a downside, was the cannibalism. I mean, I was always shaken as well. I mean, it was quite awkward. I think this is long enough. So far on our Chinese expedition, we have fled Hong Kong with a man who told us to eat our ass with a spatula, and we have been working for 6 months in a Chinese toothpaste factory, and it is Chinese. Screw it, Hong Kong is part of China. I don't know if it is or not. I'm couldn't be bothered. It is. We were in China, as far as I know. We were in China, and we had been working it. Jeff was a human mixing bowl. A fern. What god name? What's the uses of that? Recipe? No. Nope. Jeff was a human mixing bowl. I was the director, and Wanger was the tuber. Basically, he tubed the paste, and we were going to take off from there next week. We were kind of saving up some money. We needed to get a plane ticket or a boat or something back to the Philippines. Next week I'll be telling you about my boss and the situations we had to do we had to go through with him. So for now, from Shitstain, it's goodbye. From OJ Simpson 2, it's goodbye, and from me, it's goodbye. Goodbye.